Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays, and today we're playing another crack at Dungeon Alliance, the little deck building, dungeon exploring cool game that I picked up a little while ago. And today we're going to have a crack at one of the story adventure packs. They're called adventure packs. And this is what the adventure pack that we're going to play is called. It's called the Lost Alliance. Adventure Pack 1. Something terrible has befallen the alliance of Tay the Summoner, Mitra the Trickster, Vrak the Hunter, and Shoktor the Transmuter. They entered the Slayer's dungeon weeks ago and have not been heard from since. Your party now dares to enter the same dungeon. Will your team aid the Lost Alliance, or will you seal their fate once and for all? Cool, the Lost Alliance. I don't really know what happens in the Lost Alliance. All I know is that there is these things which are story cards, and what we're going to do with those story cards is we're going to shuffle them into the upgrade decks. Now, I didn't see a lot of the upgrade cards, so it's possible that we might not even see any of them. So I'm going to do this shuffling off camera, but yeah, that's something for me to investigate and explore. Now, whilst last game I just played the characters that I'd had a few practice runs with, this time I thought we might do the actual draft on camera. So let's shuffle this bad boy up. I've removed the 4 characters that I played last time, and we will see what happens with the characters that I played this time. So last time I had only Primordial and Martial. So this time I want to probably try and expand a little. Notice the paint on the hand there. So you flip 2 and you pick 1. So Emanon and Ranyanze. So this guy's a gnome. Okay, so this guy does not do any attack. 7 health, 4 speed, 2 dodge. This guy's got 3 dodge, 2 attack, 5 movement, 7 health. I'm leaning towards this guy, but let's have a look at Emanon's cards, shall we? And this guy's cards, because that is a part of the game that I did not really understand before, and now I do. So, battle tactic, you may use a single attack to strike the same target twice in a row. Use your full melee attack total during each strike. You may use a single attack to strike the same target twice in a row. Use your full melee attack total to strike. Okay, so you just hit someone twice for attack 3. Cannot play this card if you're adjacent. Meditate. Afterwards, okay, so you move and then move in. Sweet. Reaction, you may play this card. Afterwards, you may inflict 2 automatic damage. Okay, I'm almost certainly going for this guy, but let's have a read of these ones. Attack spell 4, ignores their defense is strong. I do like that. You must discard one of the cards from your hand when you play Revitalize. Either you immediately gain 2 move and may remove a wound. Okay. Spend to place your hero token. May ignore defense. I like this guy. We're going to play Emanon. So Emanon is the first of our Dungeon Alliance. So the next 2 that we have is Holgar and Lorna. So Holgar has Martial and this, the pious half-brother of Crom. Lorna is a half-orc priest. So let's find a Lorna. Again, I have a preference here. I am leaning towards Holgar, but we don't know for sure until we look at the cards. And this is the part of the game I didn't show last time, and I probably think that the reason I didn't show it is because this is quite boring. Holgar, for looking at me looking through cards, but that's okay. Where is Holgar? What do you look like, buddy? There he is. Charge. Okay. So I'm leaning towards Holgar, but let's look. So 8 health is nice. 4 speed, 2 is fine. 3, 2 movement, 9 attack. So movement is the issue there with Holgar. That's an enhance. Wow, that's a powerful spell. Just +2 attack. Healing, spend move. Wow, you can just remove a wound from everyone. Powerful. And control, -2 attack. So just much more of a supporting character. Okay. +2 movement, makes a movement 4. Champion, no enemy, yeah, amazing. Oh, Hrolga, please. So we've got 2 holy characters there. So that's cool. The next 2 that we are choosing from is Ipsy and Holdrak. Kuldrak. Half-Orc Paladin. Alright, so we've got a Marshal and that. And that's the same. So Ipsy's probably not going to be the one we go for because we'll be drafting cards that only she can use, which is always a risk. But let's have a look at the cards. Same as before. There's her. And where's me big green man? Here he is, called Drak. Alright, this is weak as piss, just quietly. 5 health, 1 attack. But a 4 attack that ignores dodge. Good. An enemy is -4 attack. That's good. Draw 3. Yeah, so I think unless it's awful, which I can't imagine. Yeah, so it's +1. Battle tactic. You must discard for the rest of this round. Ignore that are used against you or any ally who is adjacent to you. Ignore all battle tactics and monster attack powers that are used against you. Okay, yep. So we're going this one. Righteous Prayer. Cool. So we're going for a very holy team at the moment. So I'd probably like to see someone with more dagger. No, that's no dagger. Double daggers. Bartholomew! A gnome rogue. I do hate gnomes. I played... Birabel was probably my favourite character in the last one, but I hate gnomes as a general rule. Let's find Bartholomew and see what we think. Petra. A dwarf scholar. Terrible. There he is. So the advantage of going for this guy is we've then got just 3 of the same icons, whereas this one, it gives us magic as an icon, but also this, so we can potentially use cards with that. But I think it's going to be this guy. Stealth Strike. Yeah, 8 health, 5 movement. We need some extra movement. 3 dodge is nice. 2 attack. That's big power there. You can move through enemy spaces. Yeah, amazing. Bartholomew! So we have found our Dungeon Alliance. And our Dungeon Alliance is Bartholomew, Kuldrak, Holgar, and Emanon. So I will head off and I will set everything up for us to commence our play. Okay, so we're ready to go. Let's show off the quests and then we will shuffle this. So these quests are randomly assigned one from each of the 3 levels. And we have Dimensional Displacement. We have to draft 3 blue dungeon tiles that place the displacement in any dungeon room. Okay. Trapper's Flame. Reveal 3 challenges from outside of their rooms to place the plans in the dungeon. Okay. And then Death Fairy. Trigger 3, graft 3. Okay. So we're going to play on intermediate mode, which means we have to complete 2 of these. I'm going to keep these off to the side next to my dungeon tiles, and I will hopefully remember to do those. So we'll give this a shuffle, and we'll give the thing a shuffle, and then we will be ready to kick on just about. Cool, so we're going to deal out 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so treasure, battle tactic, reaction. Potion, that can be used by a gnome, so that can only be used by Bartholomew, but that is tempting. None of the story cards have showed up. This battle tactic can only be used by a half-orc, and I do have Kuldrak with a potion of healing. Okay, interesting. And then if we flip our level 1s, we have 6 level 1s. Let's give them a shuffle. And we'll flip over our top 2. That's blue. And that's also blue. How exciting. What are those guys though? That's some centaurs. And is that a death fairy? I think that's a death fairy. All right, let's get started. Yes, unfortunately we have 2 unpainted models, so that's disappointing, Deno. You really got to lift your game on the painted of these little dudes. They're pretty, let me say this, they're standard board game figures, and that is a hard ask for me. 3, 4, 5, 6. That is our starting hand and our starting situation. We have a Coldrak, we have an Eminon, we have 2 Coldraks, 3 Coldraks, Eminon, and a little reaction from Holgar. So the issue with Coldrak is he's only speed 3, but we can position him on our board because we get to decide that afterwards. Here we go 1, 1, 2, 3, and then he will be able to attack someone, a centaur. So he's got a maneuver. Yeah, ignore all battle tactics. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we're going to ignore all red cards. And what has the Death Fairy got? She's got ferocious, no, alacrity. Huh. We can just neutralise the Death Fairy. So let's do that. So if we look here, the Death Fairy, we're going to just take the top one of these and place that here. The Death Fairy is 0 attack, but has a special rule, which is the Death Fairy moves the shortest distance when attacking, converts his unspent movement into archery points. However, because of Divine Aura, we can ignore all battle tactics, control spells, and monster red attack powers that are used against you or any ally who is adjacent to you. So we can just neutralise that Death Fairy. Can we kill the Death Fairy though? Coldrak is attack 4, attack 5. So we're not going to get the Death Fairy this turn, but we should be able to get it next turn. I still think that's our right play. So let's do this. We will activate Coldrak. We're not going to get any experience out of it. We could get experience out of a centaur, and that would get us 2 XP. And the centaur's special rule is marksmanship. The centaur's target does not benefit from obstruction defense. Irrelevant. So it's 4 damage. And actually what we do need to do is figure out who they are attacking. A marshal, oh yeah, perfect. So it's Coldrak that's getting attacked. 2 XP from a centaur allows us to buy that elusive spell, which would be useful. Or bash. Spend 1 movement despite the presence of enemies. You can gain experience. Add 2 to your attempt to open the door or chest. If you succeed, gain an experience. Oh my god, but that is instead of smite. Geez, that's an interesting choice. And we're not losing a card this turn. So okay, well we're definitely activating Coldrak. So let's move Coldrak 1 to here, open this door for 2, and then he's going to move into the door for 3. We're going to draft the centaurs. The Death Fairy, the problem is it's got 4 dodge, and I don't know if I can actually get through that with anyone else. So we will draft a blue. We're going to place this here. We've got some centaurs, very good. And then Coldrak will move into there. Now, because of this being a blue tile, dimensional displacement has got 1 token on it now. And that's a green, so we do need to draft green. What are those? Lizard men. How cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yes, so we've done 1 of the 3 for this dimensional displacement. Remember, we need to complete 2 of those to succeed. We will play maneuver before we, righteous prayer before we start moving. And then we will discard 1 other card from our hand, which will be Holy Shield, and for the rest of the round, this is in play. And finally, we will do this. Place your hero token on the first enemy that you damage this turn. I'm not going to be able to utilize that, but we are attack 6, 5. We're attack 5, so we still can't kill the dude. Jeepers. 5, but that enemy suffers -1 damage. 4, 5. So that centaur there suffers -1 damage from all of its attacks this round for the rest of the round. And that is Koldrak done. So we're going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to discard, we're just going to take those 4. That centaur is going to attack now. It gets a +1 attack. So its base attack is 4. It's going to go to 5. But Koldrak is blocking 3. So he's a total of 5. And that's it. And that guy's -1. So Koldrak is a defense 5. That is unreal. So no damage for him. And that centaur has activated. Centaur should be facing that way, don't I? That one has not activated, but it is facing that way. And we have done 4 wounds, I should say, also to this centaur. Do we have any ranged attack? We've got no ranged. Ooh, that's a problem. So that is done. And so the next round, it's going to be trash the left room. Did we get Eminon's card? We did. So Eminon is probably our next person. It is attacking against Eminon or against Bartholomew. Oh, okay. We're definitely doing Eminon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eminon's movement 5. So yep. So this is awesome. So we're going to spend this meditate for +1 movement. Afterwards, you may remove 1 wound token from yourself and gain +2. He's then going to move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And then he is going to use an open-handed attack against this undamaged centaur. This plan's bad, Deno. You may use your single attack to strike the same target in a row. He is attack 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5. So he's going to do 5 and then 5, which is going to kill the centaur. And that reaction we can't use. I was hoping to react against this guy, but he's not going to attack because he is exhausted. So, and that inflicts 2 automatic damage. I might be better off attacking this guy and killing this guy. Yep, so we'll do that. We'll kill that centaur. This is not the best of starts, but we do get 2 XP for that, so that's a good start. That's good. 2 XP. And then we can spend some of that XP. We'll keep this reaction in our hand because we're going to use that. I think we will actually buy this elusive at a cost of 1. And we will see an ebon dagger. Bartholomew can use that. Ooh. That is awesome. I shall definitely be purchasing that for Bartholomew, assuming I can. We're not going to discard any cards. Yeah, we'll actually discard the champion because I think I'm going to do Bartholomew next. And we will draw 1, 2. So that's fine. So now, oh, did I put those under? No, I did not. Open hand attack and meditate go under Eminon. Eminon is done. So now this centaur is going to attack. It's going to attack Eminon. It does do 5. We're going to play Counter-Strike, which means we're dodging all but one. And we're doing 2 automatic damage to the centaur as well. That is going, and unfortunately we're losing the blue room with the Death Fairy. So that is gone. And next we have another green room with some goblins. Next round we're going to lose some cards. Okay. So it's almost certainly going to be Bartholomew. All right, little Bartholomew is going now. And I think he's going, we need to buy this ebon dagger before it goes away. So I think he's going to try and draft a green room. So he's going to go 1, 2, little Bartholomew. He's going to open this door and he's going to find a green room full of goblins. Little gobblerinos. So we've drafted the first of our green rooms for the Unseelie Court. And it's slightly problematic for this little fellow. So he's got 2 more movement left. Does he have anything else that he can use? Yes, he's going to use this battle tactic, but he'll do that at the end at 3, 4. So he's going to attack this little goblin. He gets 6 attack. So he's a legend. And he doesn't suffer any penalties for moving through spaces that goblins are nearby, that anyone's nearby. So that's good work, Bartholomew. He kills a goblin. He gets the 1 XP that we need, and we'll then spend that 1 XP. I've gone from the wrong pile. 1, 2 to there, 1 to there, 1 to there. Yes, so he'll spend 1 of those XP, 2 of those XP I should say, to purchase the ebon dagger, which he's the only one who can use, but it is a very potent weapon. And then, it doesn't matter if we discard anything, we're not going to discard anything, but one of those goblins is going to attack someone with the lowest dodge or thingy, and actually the lowest is Bartholomew, and he's going to dodge for 5, which means that it doesn't matter what the goblin rolls on the dice, he can't do any damage. We'll just do that guy. And we killed that guy. So the goblin does not do anything. We have 1 more turn. It is the holiest of Holgars. We do need to trash Tactical Advantage and Ring of Command. Those are both lost from the game. So we'll bring out the Sacred Warhammer and Fury. Oh, we've got to buy Fury. And in this round we have got to buy Fury. Fury is awesome. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I think Holgar is able to kill that centaur. Charge. Yep. So yeah, we're going to do a charge. We're going to do a champion. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to attack that centaur. We can't use that ebon dagger. We don't need to do that, but that defeats the centaur, which gets us 2 XP. 1, 2, which we're going to buy Fury, I think. Yeah, because you can make an additional attack against an enemy. So Fury, and that can be used by Koldrak, Holgar. So that's our 2 big hitters. Yep, great. So we've drafted 1, 2, 3 cards now. Ebon Dagger, Fury, and that other one. We drafted 3? I think so. And at the end of the round, we're losing the Potion of Healing and the Scroll of Minor Teleportation. There's an Ambition and an Enchanted Broadsword. and a goblin's going to attack the lowest. So the lowest is probably now Eminon, but it's actually not going to matter because he's adjacent to Koldrak, which means he doesn't get the benefit of his thing, and he's armor 2, so nothing happens. So that will flip there, that will flip there, and that is the end of the first round. So no story cards drafted. We didn't get to 8 XP, we only got 5. I was really hoping to get to 8 so we could flip into the level 2s, but that will do. We've spent all our XP, which is important. So we'll move on to the next round. Round 2, fight. All right, round 2, fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is now our deck size, and we have... Okay, so the unexhausted enemy will activate. Okay, it's just a normal attack, so that's pretty good for us. Fury. Champion. Alright, so it's definitely going to be Holgar, because we've got all of his cards and we've got Fury. But we're not going to be able to utilise Fury, are we? How many movement is Holgar? It's movement 2, but we've got this. 1. Ooh. Okay. This is interesting. The choice that I'm trying to make right now, I've got Charge, which is great. Champion. No enemy can attack an ally who's adjacent to you. Holy Shield, we can remove wound tokens from ourselves. But we've also got this Fury. If you defeat at least one enemy, you can defeat a second enemy. So we're going to be attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to be attack 6. We're going to be able to potentially defeat 2 enemies. That is a Warg and a Goblin. But if we draft this green room, we're getting closer to the Death Fairy Queen as well. So it's an interesting choice. Hrolgar. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. All right. So we just want to guarantee that we get some XP here. So let's do this. Let's do Hrolgar. We're going to play this maneuver of Charge. We're going to play Champion. It's only one of these two. That's okay. So we'll just play this one, which is Fury. And then because of our maneuver, we do not pay a penalty for us leaving a space that is adjacent to an enemy. If you move it, lose 2 spaces in a straight line, gain +1. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've moved plenty of spaces in a straight line. We will continue facing forwards. And then we can attack 4 and attack 3, 4, 5. The goblins have 2 health and no armor. So we kill one. And then if you defeat an enemy, you make an additional attack. We kill another one. And that is all. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we're only playing those 2 cards. Hrolgar is the target. We are going to play this Holy Shield. Yeah, that's fine. Holy Shield, it just gives us +1 defense. So we've got defense 4. So this goblin, it's going to attack the lowest defense or dodge, which is Koldrak. So it's going to stay right there. It's going to shoot Koldrak for a total of 1, 2, 3. And I don't have anything to block that, so Koldrak is going to take 3 wounds. 1, 2, 3. Did I forget to mark damage before? Koldrak. Might have to go and check that. I might have forgotten to mark damage. Okay, cool. So I think what we'll do now is we'll discard these 2. We killed 2 goblins, so that gets us 2 XP. And let's look up here. So an enchanted broadsword can be used by Koldrak or Holgar. to give us +2 to our attack. It's a weapon, that's good. The Sacred Warhammer can be used by a Koldrak or Ammonon. Each time you play a card, you can remove an extra wound token. They're both available. And they're both weapons. So yeah, let's go with the Enchanted Broadsword. No, let's go with the Sacred Warhammer for 2 XP. Because we've got 2 heroes that have not yet activated that can use that. Adaptable. So we're going to keep those 3 in our hand. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've drafted 4 cards now. This goblin's activated, so it's done. This card's done. And we will flip. Oh, that goblin's going to attack again. Huzzah! No, we're going to have someone else to fight. Yes, Emanon. Ooh, or Koldrak. Ah, we got that dagger. Okay. Smite. Can I play this card if you're adjacent to an enemy? Yeah, so this Emanon will be a pretty big attack. There's no one really big enough that we want to attack, but let's go with Emanon. And Emanon is going to move 1, and he's going to find a secret door there. There's no enemy in the room, so he can do that. To find a secret door, he needs to spend movement and roll equal to or less than the number on the roll or something like that. But I can spend movement to basically do that, guaranteed. Those lizard, yeah, okay. Let's go the green room. So we're going to find a secret door. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3 movement, I think, which guarantees it. And we're going to set the room like this. Oh no, we have to do it like this. I think we have to, yep. So that's fine. We do that. We have unlocked this room, but we have not unlocked the other one. And there's some lizard men attacking us, but we'll hopefully be able to rustle them up before they do anything to us. Maybe. Yes. Yep, so we're going to go into the room here. I think we've got enough movement to do that. We then just play Battle Tactic for +1. Emanon's base attack is 2. That takes it to 3, which is enough to kill a lizard man. So we'll keep the Sacred Warhammer. We don't need to play that. We could have played that to begin with, but I don't think we needed to. Yeah, so that's fine. So we'll keep those ones, and we'll just defeat this lizard man here, and that gets us 1 XP, and that takes us to level 2. So we've tapped out of our level 2 XP stack. But the highest level character, which is a goblin, is going to unexhaust, and it's going to attack a half orc or a primordial. So it's going to attack, oh, Koldrak again. It's not ideal. Half orc or a primordial, yeah, it has to be him. Okay, or we could do a lizard man. What are their movement? Their movement 4. He's only attack 2. Yeah, let's do a lizard man instead. So he's going to go 1, 2 to here. And the lizard man's going to attack Koldrak. He's attack 2. They have a special rule called Brotherhood. He gets +1 for each other lizard man within 2 spaces. So he's going to get to 2, 3. And Koldrak has 2 defense, so he suffers 1. Actually, he should have only suffered 1 before as well because he's armor 2. Okay, I feel better now. So do we want to discard any of these cards? The Ebon Dagger, we're not going to need this run through, I don't think. We definitely don't need that from Eminon. And we definitely don't need that from Eminon, so we'll discard those. We only have 1 XP. Do we want to draft one of those cards? I don't think so. Bash? No, I do want to go that Enchanted Broadsword, so. Ooh, okay, so if we look over here, we now have a yellow room and a red room, neither of which are useful to us. There's zombies galore in that room. And there's been no challenge tokens yet whatsoever, so we're drawing up to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should have all of Koldrak's cards. Indeed we do. And we have his Sacred Warhammer. So maybe the Goblin would have been better. So Koldrak is movement 3. And this round, it's attacking a human. So it's going to be Holgar or Eminon. Actually, Eminon we want. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, so we're movement 3. We don't have anything that's going to increase our movement. We don't want to use those. We've just got a Sacred Warhammer that we could attack with at attack 3, but I think we just kill a Lizardman. So we'll go 1, 2 to here, and we'll attack that Lizardman. Our base attack is 4, so we just kill that guy straight away. We really want to use our Fury on him more so than the other guy, but it was a good way to get 2 goblins. So that's 2 XP to spend now. We're definitely going to buy that Enchanted Broadsword. The end of the turn. There are no enemies adjacent to us, so we'll play this maneuver. And we'll play this, and we'll discard one other card from our hand for Koldrak. So he's got +3 armor for the rest of the turn. Anyone adjacent to him ignores control, power spells, etc. So we're discarding the yellow, we're flipping a level 2. Oh, it's blue, nice. And we're going to activate this guy. He's going to move into Eminon, and he's going to attack for +1. Eminon has not played his dodge. Actually, I think I get to draw up before this happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do. Yes, reaction. So we'll play his reaction. And we'll kill that guy because he suffers 2 wounds and we suffer no damage. Nice. Which gets us another XP. We've drafted the Enchanted Broadsword. I should probably check the timing of that. I think I can. Okay, it's one of these ones. Escaped Gladiator. Will we accept his challenge? Yes, we will. We will indeed. Probably. 1, 2. Okay, cool. So we're doing Bartholomew. We didn't draw the dagger, which is a real shame. But we are going to be able to use the Enchanted Broadsword for +2. So that guy activated and killed himself. Yep, so we're going to do this slink. You may move through enemy spaces, but you cannot end your movement. You do not pay a penalty. And if you're adjacent to an open door, we don't need to do that to disarm a trap. Can't use any of those. So yeah, so we're going to go open a door for 1, move for 2, move for 3, and we can't do a secret door open there. So that's okay. And then we'll just attack that guy. We've got our enchanted broadsword and all this sort of stuff to, to defeat that little lizard man. So he loses his life. We gain 1 XP. More importantly, we can purchase that escaped gladiator. So we'll do that in a second. That one goes away. Oh, we needed to see what was up next. Oh yeah, these 2 cards go away and it targets the highest. That's fine for us. Cool, so we bought that and that's the end of the round, so I don't need to worry about that, but we do need to read this story, which we'll do in a second. Let's read that over here. An enraged dwarf gladiator has escaped the Slayer's pits and now it menaces your alliance. Will you accept his challenge? Will we? I think we will. So, grab all these out. But the goblin's going to need to attack, and the goblin attacks the highest, and Eminon's defense 4. Holgar is defense 4. And Kuldrak is defense 5. So the goblin's going to attack Kuldrak, and because of his divine aura, he doesn't get to use any abilities. So he's done. His paltry 2 attack does absolutely nothing to us. All right, I'll pause and we'll get all the stuff we need for this gladiator. All right, so the gladiator will not let anyone hinder his quest for freedom. Consult card 8 and place the gladiator token in a non-starting dungeon tile that contains one of your heroes. If you defeat the gladiator, reward XP, gain 2, and erase story card and 7, 8, 9. Alternatively, you may consult card 9 for a non-combat option. I think I just want to fight the guy, don't I? You're not allowed to read this, I don't think. Huh. You can help him escape. That's cool. So yeah, you gain defeat the gladiator, reward XP, gain 2 story tokens, and erase the story card. Or alternatively, you can do that. You get the 2 XP, but you don't get the combat for attacking the gladiator. So I think we're going to go for attacking the gladiator. There's definitely, most definitely a little token for him. So I'm going to try and find that. But I don't know what he looks like. There is a lot of tokens in this game, is just a little observation that I'll make. There he is! Huzzah! A lot of tokens. All right, so we place him. Consult card 8. Place the gladiator token in a non-starting dungeon tile that contains one of your heroes. So we'll place him in this one. If you defeat the gladiator, excellent. And this is also a door now, so. Alrighty, let's move on to round 2, and we are going to trash all of these because we're moving into number 2s now. So I have shuffled these, but we'll give it a little shuffle. So this is round 3. I wonder if that counts as a drafted card. It probably does. So, all right, 1 heavy chest, ivory chalice, shield bash, assassinator, and shadow mail. Ooh, shadow mail could be interesting. That is armor. When attacking an enemy's side. Oh, see, that ties in perfectly with Bartholomew. He's a little assassin thief guy, isn't he? Yes, he is. All right, we need attack 7 for our attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is now our hand size. A sacred warhammer. That's a good start. Oh. So we've got 2 Bartholomew plus his little reaction, plus we've got 2 Eminon, but we have the Ebon Dagger, which can only be used by Bartholomew. I was kind of hoping to get that shadow mail, which is a shame. Champion. Sacred Warhammer. So he's attack 3, 4, 5, 6. He comes up one short on defeating the gladiator. He, 1, 2. Can he also use the Sacred Hammer? He can. 3, 4, 5, 6. He also comes up short. Yeah, we're going to have to go with... oh, we get to place him anywhere, don't we? We'll do that. We'll do our little dwarf. Each time a gladiator survives a melee attack, he immediately attacks the attacker even if he is exhausted. We need to look at what's coming next. Yeah, Goblin's going to attack. No worries. Okay, cool. We're just going to go play Slink. We're going to maneuver through spaces. We're going to open a secret door here using whatever amount of our movement we need to do. And we're going to draft this blue tile. And we're going to have enough movement left to move one space back. And in there, is that an ogre and some goblins? Goblin, goblin, goblin. And is that a big ogre? Or is it a bugbear? No, it's not a bugbear. Yeah, he's an ogre. Brr, 3 movement. Brr, brr, brr. That's fine. We're going to play Stealth Strike. So we get +3 when attacking an enemy's back. And we're going to play the Ebon Dagger, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Bartholomew. So he kills the gladiator before he even gets to strike in anger. We pick up 3 XP. Very nice. The gladiator has been defeated, which means we get 2 campaign tokens. And we are also going to play our elusive as a reaction when we're about to be attacked. So that's all good. So Bartholomew's kicked us off. Not Emanon. And we've defeated the gladiator. So now the highest level enemy has to attack the lowest evasion. Kuldrak is the lowest evasion, but he can't get to him. So what does he do? Does he attack someone else? 1, 2, 3. He can't get to Kuldrak. So maybe he goes 1, 2, 3 to here. Maybe he attacks Bartholomew. Bartholomew's going to play elusive. He goes up to 5. That guy is attack 5. Oh, but he makes an attack against every adjacent enemy in all directions. That's bad. But that's okay. Because we're going to use Counter-Strike on Emanon to suffer 1 damage. And immediately inflict 2 automatic damage on that attacker. So the ogre has 4 health remaining. And it is activated. We have 3 XP to spend. We're spending it straight away on Shadow Mail. Because it looks awesome. Inspire. We've drafted 7 cards. We're going to discard the Shadow Mail and we're going to draw up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It is definitely, most definitely time for a holy champion. A holy champion with his enchanted broadsword and his sacred warhammer. Holgar! Human, the pious Holgar. Yeah, this is going to be a fun turn. What have we got to draft? Ooh. We have this, which has a gargoyle and a level 2 challenge token. So Bartholomew has a card that lets him gain stuff, but who is activating now? Against the lowest, so that's fine. Holy shield. So yeah, we just probably charge and kill the ogre, don't we, for 3 XP. We unlock the door, put a warg on the ground, or a gargoyle. Yeah, let's put a gargoyle down. So yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to open this door, and that's going to put this gargoyle here. And 2 little goblins, little idiot goblins. And, sorry, it's not a gargoyle, it's a warg. That one's a warg. Yeah, so I meant the other one, sorry. I did definitely mean the other one, because the other one has 2 goblins and a gargoyle. And the reason we go for that one instead is it has a challenge token for Bartholomew to remove, potentially. Gargoyles are tough though. And a level 2 challenge token, which goes here. But we're not going to go that way. Instead, we have another yellow, 2 yellow with 2 little death fairies, doofuses. But then we're going to move 1, 2 to here. We'll go 1, 2 to here, 3 to here. And we can do that because of our charge maneuver. And if you move at least 2 spaces in a straight line, gain +1. So we're attack of 3, we're attack of 4, we're attack of 5, 6. And he's got 2 wounds already, and he's got 2 armor. So that defeats the ogre, gets us 3 XP. We'll also play champion, and we'll also play this. So our total armor is 4, and no enemy can attack an ally who is adjacent to us. Ogre! Good stuff. So this middle one, which is Shield Bash, is getting trashed. And then Endurance can only be played by a dwarf. Oh, that's pretty cool. And the highest enemy, so it's a gargoyle, it's going to move and it's going to target the lowest, which is not going to be able to reach. 1, 2, 3. What does it do if it can't reach? Well, we'll say it targets Eminon. He's evasion 4. The gargoyle's attack 4, so it doesn't do anything. So that's it. Okay, who are we going with next? We've already done Bartholomew, so we can discard that. We've already used one of Eminon's cards, so I don't think we want to use that guy yet. So yeah, we'll discard that and we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really just want to get one more blue rune because we've done 2 greens and 2 blues, and now, yeah. Okay, so we're definitely going with Holdrak. 1, 2, 3. We want to go there. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. He can kill 2 goblins. Yep, so we're doing Coldrak. You can't use that Shadow Mail. We're going to play Divine Aura. He's going to discard the Shadow Mail. You must discard when you play it for the rest of the round in normal battle tactics and monster attack powers, control spells, etc. that are used against you or any ally who is adjacent to you. We're going to play Righteous Prayer. Oh no, we're not going to play that one, Divine Aura, because we need to play this one, which is Fury. and this Sacred Warhammer, and this Battle Tactic. Good. So our total attack is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. We need an extra move for that, so we're going to discard that. And we're going to discard that as a burst of strength for our extra movement to get us to there. We'll attack him with our first attack, and because we've defeated an enemy, we can attack this guy with our second attack. And that is good. So we defeat both of those enemies for 4 XP. 1 goblin and 1 gargoyle. There's 1, 2. Did I already buy the shadow mail? I did. Did I want to buy anything else? No. 1, 2, 3. And he's got +3 armor. He's an absolute animal. No one's going to attack him. We still haven't done Eminon, have we? Oh, nice. He's got these 3 cards. These 2 cards that he can use. So Endurance is removed from the game. Burning Desolation, not useful to us. The lowest defense and armor, it's a goblin. It's going to attack. The lowest is, he's 5. Koldrak is 5. Holgar is 4. So he's going to attack Holgar with a shot. And he does no damage. All right. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 3 and 4 to open a door. We will choose this level 2. What are the death fairies like? They're always attacking a half-orc. Koldrak, he's got armor. Yeah, okay, we can handle that. So yeah, we'll put a death fairies door here, I think. It's a blue one, yes! And then we can go to here, and we can attack a death fairy. Where are we here? 1, 2, 3, open door 4, 5 to there. We'll play this Shadow Mail. When attacking the enemy side, it's -1 and -1. I need to put 2 death fairies out. Boom, boom. And we meditated before we moved. Yep. I don't think we can do any damage to this guy, basically, because we're not attacking him from the side. So we've got +3 dodge, so we've got 6 dodge, so that's fine. And our basic attack is 2, goes to 4, he's dodge 4. So we need to use our Shadow Mail to attack him from the flank. He's going to go, he is a ranged attacker, so he's going to move as little as possible to get to this guy. So we'll move 1, so you can see Koldrak, so he's got an attack of 5, 4 for obstruction, and Koldrak's got 4 armor, 5 armor, so doesn't do anything. That's the end of that attack, and the Burning Desolation goes away. And we have Paralyzed, but that's not going to matter because that's the end of the round. And it's the final round, and we're into the treasures. We're into the treasure things. There is a blue one that we will probably want to unlock, which is going to allow us to fight the Death Fairy Queen, but, the displacement one, because it's 3 blue. The Death Fairy Queen is going to be very hard to kill. She's got 7 armor. 7 defense. I don't know how you get through 7 defense. That's crazy. Did I want to buy any of those? Ivory Chalice. No. No. Paralyze. We can't use. Assassinator. It's a weapon. The only person who can use that is no one. Nope. So we don't want to buy any of those. That's it. We go into the final round. Everyone is unexhausted again. We have a couple of wounds down. We've got 6 XP sitting there, which is nice. All right, so we have Immortal White Lotus, the Great Worm, a Blackwood Arrow, the Spider Queen, and the Gauntlet of Dark Iron. All right, let's consider. Yeah, all right, so the Gauntlet of the Dark Iron is probably the best one because we don't have any ranged attacks. I don't know if we want to fight the Spider Queen or the Great Worm. But there's an Immortal White Lotus which just heals us. It's not really useful. I think we want that Gauntlet of Dark Iron. We can afford it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hope for a good turn. We have a Smite and a Broadsword that can be used there. Ooh. We have a Fury and a Sacred Warhammer and Shadow Mail. Okay. So we're definitely going to use the little guy because he's got +3 when attacking an enemy's back. Shadow Mail, he reduces their armor. And you can play 2 weapons this turn. That is crazy. Little Bartholomew. But he doesn't have his movement one. That lets him go furiously. So he can go 1, 2, 3. He'd have to play a Burst of Strength to get in there. Can't use Fury. You may play this card after attacking. So you can just kill it. You can just kill a fairy, which is 3 XP. Which would be good. It'd be very good. It does mean I don't get to do his 2 XP trap removal thing. Okay. It's a waste to do that on 2 goblins. Eminon can also use the Shadow Mail. He just can't use the dagger or the Stealth Strike. All right. We're gonna discard Elusive. Oh, we don't want to discard Elusive. Are we going to discard that Ebon Dagger? I think we are. It's crazy. And the Sacred Warhammer for a burst of strength to let Bartholomew move. 1, 2, 3, 4 into there, 5, 6 into there. He's now attacking in the side of that Death Fairy. He's going to play this, which is +2 dodge. Oh, he actually doesn't need to. He'll keep the Ebon Dagger. He'll discard Elusive instead because that provides him with +2 dodge. When attacking enemy's side, it is -1, so that is down to 3. And then when attacking at the side, it's +2, and it's +2 for a total of 6, which defeats a Death Fairy. We get 3 XP for that. Pretty good. And we will immediately spend 5 XP for the Gauntlet of the Dark Iron. All your heroes gain +1 when attacking with a primary weapon attack, etc. So those all go into Bartholomew's discard pile, and he's wearing his armor, so he's +2. So his total evasion 5. The left side's going to get discarded, so we've got a level 3. Has to attack an elf or a magical one, and it's the highest XP, so it has to be the Death Fairy. And it has to either attack Holger, Koldrak, or Eminon. if we get it to attack Hrolgar, so Eminon is going to suffer a pretty big hit here. So yeah, because that fairy has to move back 1 space, which costs him 2 movement, and then he shoots with an obstruction. Oh, I suppose it's only 3, so it's going to be 3, and he dodges 3. Yep, so that's fine. Thanks, Death Fairy. We will keep all 3 of these in hand, and we will draw up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have Orc, we have Eminon, we got 2 Bartholomews. It's not a great turn, Deno. Well, the Bartholomews can be a burst of strength, I suppose. Eminon can move. Broadsword. Maybe Coldrak just goes and kills that guy. 1, 2, 3. He's movement 3. And Divine Aura. Smite. Enchanted Broadsword. And we keep that for Holgar. I guess that's our best option. Interesting. Or we could move 1, 2, 3, open that door with a burst of strength. No, we can't open the door because there is a little chump there. No, so we're just going to have to do this. 1, 2, 3. We'll attack him with an attack 2, a 3. Discard 1 other card. And he's attack force at 7, which is enough to kill that guy. That's 3 more XP from the Death Fairy. We'll take a 4, we'll trash a 1 back. Ooh. I do need to, did I do this? Nope, I get too excited, I forget to do this. Has to be a gnome or a marshal. Insightful. Oh, that is an amazing trait. Once per turn, you may play 1 card that does not match your race and or class icons. That is incredible. Oh, we got the gauntlet too. I reckon we'd take that, actually. 4 XP for that. Who are we going to put it on? We just did Coldrak, so let's do Hrolgar. Hrolgar the Insightful. What's per match your race and or class icons? Cool. Alright, so we will discard these under Coldrak. He's gone. He didn't get his armor buff up. That's okay. A little goblin's going to go and attack him. He's got 3 armor. The goblin shoots for 2. He does no damage. This goblin is done. So we'll discard those 2. We'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1 of these. And now we have to decide if we want to try for one of these. You may now use, yeah, crazy. You've got to get these early, haven't you? Okay. So we can discard that for a burst of strength along with nothing else. So we've got 3 for Eminon and we've got 3 for him. So I think we want to do Eminon to open up that blue door frame. So let's go for this one. That's a bugbear, and it is a Sphinx. The Sphinx's defense cannot be ignored or reduced. When a hero attacks the Sphinx, they add his or her remaining movement points to their total. So we will deploy this like this. Costs us 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement to get there. And we're going to put a bugbear. And we're going to put a Sphinx. It's a lot of XP that we've won in this mission, Deno. You've done pretty well. But we're actually going to fail because we're not going to complete our thing. We have found our dimensional displacement. So we're going to have to put it in a room that there's no heroes. And we'll remove all of these. So unfortunately, we need to successfully resolve that, we need to open 3 doors leading to that room. So we're not going to be able to do that. We could have done it earlier. You can spend XP to do stuff like that earlier, which is probably what I'll learn from for next time. Okay, so we've moved Eminon in. He's got 3 movement points left, and we're going to attack the Sphinx. So the Sphinx has 8 health and 6 defense. However, we can meditate to remove a wound token and do that before we move. We can use an open-handed attack. We can't use Fury. We can use Counter-Strike. We're going to use that. And we're going to use that. Oh no, we're going to use that and that for a burst of strength. So because of our open-hand attack, you may use a single attack to strike the same target twice in a row. Use your full melee attack total during each strike. Our full melee attack is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because of our movement. 9 because of the Gauntlet of the Dark Iron. So we do 3 damage to him. 1, 2, 3. Thanks to that. And then we attack again with our open hand attack. So we do another 3 damage. So he's got 2 health left. And we're going to play the counter strike when he attacks us to do 2 automatic damage against that attacker. So we are going to suffer a hit, which is going to be 4 defense against his 8 attack. So we're going to suffer 4 damage, but we are then going to kill him for 6 XP. 6 XP. That's legit. We'll count that as a 6. It's actually a 9, but it looks like a 6. All right, do we want to draft a Spider Queen? The only person who can attack the Spider Queen is Holgar, and he is not our best attacker. So it's probably not worth it. But my only issue with this so far is now these guys they come through at quite a slow pace. What did I suffer? The cards. You don't see enough of the story cards is my issue with the way that system works. And you do tend to one-shot the monsters pretty quickly. So we've only got 1 character left to activate. It is Hrolgar. He has a trait that is he can play any card he wants once. He is literally movement 2, so he's just going to walk in there and kill 2 goblins, I think, is all he's going to do. Walk in there, charge, kill 2 goblins, and he can play his Holy Shield. So he'll charge straight into there, kill 2 goblins, get us 2 XP, and yeah, I guess we can draft the Immortal White Lotus. Sure. 1 goblin's going to attack someone. It's going to attack the little guy. 1, 2, and it rolls a dice. It does 3. He's dodged 5. That's it. So we got 2 XP for stories. We got a lot of XP, but we failed to complete any of our missions, and so we failed our mission. We failed our quest. Interesting. I'm going to need to look up some of the rules and see if there's supposed to be a cycling every turn, or maybe there is a way to cycle every turn. I think in the normal game, if you have XP left over and you don't spend it, you can trash a card of up to that value each round. And maybe that's an important part that I've missed, that if you can do that in the solo game, you can actually cycle through those cards and see them. But I also struggle with if you could draft a cool item versus this story card to spend XP to do it. Why would you do that? But it is what it is. We might give it another crack. So yeah, let's. I've got another game that I bought recently called Dungeon Degenerates, which I want to get, and I want to get Mossy to record some of the lingo from, because she actually speaks German, and it looks a pretty cool German game. Dungeon Degenerates. So I do want to give that a crack. But I think we might try this another one of this. This is pretty fun. This is really fun, actually. I don't know that there's too much to dislike about this at all, actually. In Mage Knight, you're basically trying to beat your own score and get through, and win is determined by if you defeat the 2 cities at the end of the mission. And so I guess in this one, win condition is now if you complete these 2 story cards, or one of these story cards, which we completed 0 of. So, but that's really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Hope you enjoyed it too. I will catch you all in the next episode. Big Dano out.